Hi, I'm Dean. It's the last day now of 2016. Thank fuck for that. It's been a very, very adventurous and interesting year for me this year, and I had thought about thanking a few people for their involvement in my adventure this year, and decided to make a video. Because I haven't made a video for a while. Now I'm sitting in Adelaide, which is in Australia, and it's probably the last place that I thought I would have ended up on this date if I looked at how things were going last year at the same time. In fact, it was about 13 months ago that I thought I'd be staying in the Mountains house for the next few years. But there was a series of events that happened in January this year that pulled me away from there, and it started this kind of chain reaction of events, which is going to be more than a chapter in my paralysis book when I've written that, and it's too much to really even try and wrap my own head around, and I was in it the whole time. But I certainly wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for all my friends and family members, who are also friends, that have given me some amazing support over this time. I don't even know how to express my gratitude to the magnitude that it is, but I've met some incredibly amazing people in my life. I'm 38 years old now. I turned 38 this year. That's one of the things that happened in 2016. And although I've got a very small group of people in my life, the caliber is phenomenal. Some incredible people. I really don't know how to express it. Just phenomenal people with massive hearts and a massive amount of compassion and love that you guys just ooze out and spread and contribute in the world in so many positive ways, in so many awesome ways. I've written a little list, and I kind of wanted to name and fame a few people. On my list is there's a friend called Lincoln. Lincoln, you've been a really, really good friend this year. There's a lot of stuff that you've done that's been helpful, from moving house to helping me find a little bit of work, and you've bought a whole bunch of different stuff off me when I've been needing money and wanting to get rid of things, and that's helped me in a huge way. Really, really practical. But also, Lincoln, you've been there for a lot of emotional support, or a lot of guidance as well. And so I really want to thank you for your friendship this year. It's a very, very high quality friend, and you're a very mature man for the age that you are. You've got quite a head on your shoulders, and I hope you're still growing that beard. My friend Murray, Murray's been awesome. I stayed with you, Murray, for a wee while, and you've been nothing but a supportive friend every second that I've communicated with you. You tried to drag me out to racing and get me involved in stuff quite a bit, and you really kind of looked out for me quite a bit as well. So really appreciate your friendship and support and help with stuff this year. Malcolm, first thing, thanks for taking me for a couple of rides in your car and hanging out and that sort of thing. It was really good that you made the trip to Auckland finally, and we caught up. That was this year, right? And techie advice and stuff with Spark and stuff as well has been really good, and I know you've done a lot of your own personal development this year, and I really kind of want to say that I'm quite proud of you for the progress that you've made in your own self-awareness, and you've kind of bounced things back at me as well. My friend Dean, Dean's been really awesome, like a rock, really consistent, and not afraid to shoot from the hip, and kind of put me in my place sometimes and bounce things back at me. It's been a friendship that has developed over the last couple of years, which has been, it started off with kind of me helping you, and it's ended up now with you helping or guiding me, which is quite an interesting turn of events. But now you've been a really good friend all along, and I'm really pleased to have got to know you. Miles, I don't know if we've really had that much to do with each other this year as much as we did last year, but you've always been there whenever I've reached out for a little bit of guidance from you, and it's been interesting kind of keeping up with your antics as well, with all your car adventures and that sort of thing. Yeah, you've been a really good friend, and our friendship's quite old now, really. It's getting up there. So I hope to actually I hope to visit you next year, and properly catch up. So thank you very much for all your friendship this year. There's a woman that I met earlier this year who I haven't been speaking with for the past few months. I don't know if I ever will again, and it is what it is. But certainly worth a mention. Sonia. That's Sonia with a J. Thank you for everything that I've learned from you, and the adventures that we had have been life-changing, that's for sure. I've grown a great deal because of knowing you. Yeah, grown a great deal because of that, and it's kind of catalyzed a set of massive changes that are in progress at the moment. Obviously, probably the key person that's kind of, I guess, encouraged this Australia move, which is really cool. There's another Sonia with an I. Sonia, thank you for the sporadic support. You're there when I need it, and you're not there when I don't. So that's kind of interesting, and that's been the pattern for the past few years with the two of us. Your support and friendship and guidance has been just top notch. You know, you're a very wise and smart woman, and the words that you've offered me, that have helped me through the challenges this year, have been very helpful. So I'm very grateful that you're in my life. Thank you. Sacha. I'll come back to that one. Kim's my auntie that I only just met, long lost biological, and Kim's put together a few connections that hadn't been connected for 38 years, and Kim helped me meet Richard, my father, biological father, and also my brother Justin. Kim's become quite a close friend actually in a very, very short time. There's a lot of love and a lot of warmth in that big, big heart of yours, Kim, and you're just awesome. So I hope that we continue this friendship, and I'm really, really pleased to be a closer part of your family, or our family now, so thank you very much. And Richard as well, Richie. Thank you for inviting me down to Wellington and letting me stay with you for a little bit. It was really, really good to meet you, and the help that you've given with that car is just really, really really useful. So it's good to have some practical assistance. Carmen, my sister. Thanks for everything, Carmen. You've been really, 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 really helpful, and really loving and really caring and really giving this year. I've stayed with Carmen a couple of times when I've been in between houses, and everyone that knows me knows that I've been to a lot of houses this year. I think I'm in the 12th house now that I've lived at this year, right now. And that's pretty extreme. There's a bunch of stuff that you've helped me with, Carmen. There's a lot of guidance that you've given, a lot of wisdom and friendship, so I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. To my dad and Valerie, I stayed at my dad's house for a couple of weeks when I was essentially homeless at another stage this year, between houses again. Dad's been really supportive, and you have helped me out with loads and loads of different things, and some kind of good advice and that. And Valerie, your friendship and our talks and stuff have been really, really lovely, and hospitality as well. So it's been a really good year with you guys. And Debbie, another relative, auntie, your friendship and support's been really helpful and nice this year as well, so I want to say thank you for being in my life. I'm really pleased that you're a part of my life too. Katya, I met you only briefly, and you made a massive impact in my life in just one day, and it was a very, very special day for me, for a lot of reasons, really. It was the first time that I'd actually done a regression therapy like that from start to finish with somebody, yeah, it was really good to get to know you, and the time that we spent together after that was magical, and very, very very spiritual. So I thank you for your friendship and the wisdom and advice that you've shared as well, and I hope that you get what you need or want from that cottage that we kind of fought over in a way. My friend Phil, you're another guy that I've known for a really, really long time, although there was a bit of a gap of years, the same as Malcolm and Miles. But you've been there for a little bit of guidance and support from time to time, and contributed and chipped in a little bit with some expenses, which have been really, really helpful. It's the gesture that means everything, and you're a top guy for trying to help out as much as you have. So I really appreciate your friendship and your support. Thank you. Rhymes with Phil is my friend Dill. Your love and support has been phenomenal. I know I got very emotional the last time we saw each other, when I said goodbye after staying with you for a week during the hypnosis course that I was on, and it was a really, really cool week, and I think we formed some strong friendships from that period of time, you've offered a lot of wisdom and guidance, and also for the PTSD thing that we did earlier this year as well. That was hugely beneficial for me, and kind of a life-changing thing as well. So thank you for the tool that you taught me. I hope to learn how to do that in the future and apply that to others as well, and create a bit of a snowball effect there, which is quite cool. Anthony Allen, thank you heaps for opening your home to me and giving me the opportunities that you have. Helped me out with money, doing some jobs for you, and you bought some of the stuff from me when I needed to sell things. So you've helped out in a really, really practical way, and been a really good friend, really good mate. We've had some good times as well. So really, really thank you, and thanks for putting up with the extra person that showed up at your house without warning when I first moved in, and for tolerating that, or allowing that. Damian, you've been a great friend as well this year. I've stayed at your house from time to time, again when I've needed it, and you've helped fix the laptop that I'm talking to at the moment, and given loads of tips and advice. The general thing across the board here with everyone is advice and guidance and things. I am one that reaches out and asks people questions and bounces ideas off people. But all the people that I'm listing here have contributed to raising my understanding of how life works, and without all the things that you've kind of said to me, everybody, I wouldn't be the man that I am, and I wouldn't be doing the work that I do. It's quite it's quite big. A little word or a little sentence that one of you guys might type to me on Messenger can have a profound effect, carry-on effect. My friend Chris, you've been a good friend this year, and it's been good to hang out, or good to talk and that sort of thing. I'm trying to think really of the impact that you've had, but it's just that you're there when I've kind of needed to talk to someone about some of the things. Kylie's been a massive help. Kylie rescued my horse. Kylie looked after my horse, Tonka, for a few months, and went and got him from the mountains for me and took care of him while I was AWOL, while I was going through some things and wasn't able to look after the horse. And I tried selling him because I was just so desperate. And Kylie helped to sell him. And then I changed my mind last minute, and she I ended up looking like a bit of a dick. But in the end I've still got him, and that's been a really, really important thing at the moment. Carmen's looking after him, so that's another thing to be grateful for Carmen. So Kylie, you've been an amazing friend. You've got a lot of love and a lot to give the world. Still got some money to send you to help with the expenses that you had from looking after him. That'll come up sometime. Kate, you've been a friend who often surprises me when you just send a message through and ask how I'm doing, and the timing's always very interesting, because it's times that I've been a little bit troubled, and you're someone that asks me how I am in a really genuine way that's often kind of, I feel like, falling off my chair from the sincerity of the question, how are you, so I feel really cared for when we're talking, when you're talking with me. So I want to thank you for your friendship, and congratulations on the pregnancy. That's awesome. You're going to be the best mother. It's really good to see. And Anthony Collins as well. You've been a really good mate, a good friend. I don't know if we've really talked that much, but we've been in each other's lives for a few years now, and you know, you've always been kind of really consistent with friendship. Back to Sacha. I'm incredibly emotional. I think the last time I saw you, Sacha, was about 2 weeks ago, and there were a lot of tears then. We've been really, really close friends for a very long time. I don't know how many years now. It's 13 or something like that, and you've supported me in massive ways, and basically made everything possible. Like everything. Everything that I've done this year has had your name written all over it, or you've had there's been a piece of you with everything that I've been doing. You know, knowing you has made me into the man that I am, that's for sure. Probably nobody has formed my life or my current persona more than you have. As a result of knowing you and you know, when I was looking after you and all that sort of stuff. And you're still there for me anytime I need to talk to someone, or I need a quick $20 loan for a couple of days. You've always got my back, and that's massive. So you've been my best friend, and best supporter for a long time. So I really thank you for your friendship, and I hope that our friendship continues, and I hope that you continue to be well, and your health improves more and more. And certainly congratulations on getting engaged. Your partner Mitch is an awesome guy, and I couldn't have possibly imagined or wished for a better guy to be the partner of someone that I care about so much. So yeah, don't fuck it up. I may have forgotten a few names, but I just went through kind of a Facebook list of people that I wanted to acknowledge. It's been a really, really, really tough year for me. Harder than any other year of my life, that's for sure. I've had the biggest ups and the biggest downs this year. You know, I've had my nose broken, and I've fallen in love, and I've had my heart broken, and I've met some people that have absolute unconditional love for me, that have been lacking or missing from my life for the whole time. And so there's a lot of connections that have been made, and there's been a lot of progress in my health and development. I'm a lot more well, a lot more fit, and I'm definitely a lot less angry than I was a year ago. My physical health is improving, my fitness and energy levels are improving, and I'm getting on with my book, which is going really well. That's just here. See, I'm about that far through typing it all out now, which is pretty much about a third of the way through, which is really cool. Did a little bit of that today, and you know, all the people that I've mentioned have all contributed in one way or another to this. There's still a lot of work to be done with it, but I'll certainly be acknowledging all you guys in the book as well, because there's really nothing that I've done this year that I would have been able to do if I was alone in this world. So everybody's friendship has just been just top notch, and you're all great people. And man, if I've forgotten anyone, I'm really sorry. So happy New Year. I hope that my year next year is a lot better, and I hope, of course, that all of your years are better. All of yours year are better, however that works grammatically. Sacha might know the answer to that one. Everyone I've mentioned is really onto it, so I know that you're all going to be great, and I hope that I can offer you as much as you guys have offered me, which I believe I have. I try my best to be supportive and caring to all of you as well. I won't take up any more time. Thank you. Happy New Year, and stay well. Keep on. And press the button. There it is. Bye.